Hey, Dark Steve here with another achievement guide. This is the Collecting the Dream achievement on Halo Wars 2. So for this one you need to collect all of the skulls on all of the missions on the Halo Wars campaign, the Halo Wars 2 campaign. So the first one I'm going to show you here is the Mission 2, a new enemy skull. So for this one you need to capture all 4 of the enemy power nodes, which you'll see throughout the game. They're a key thing in getting extra power, because you can just capture them and they'll constantly generate power income for you. So when you first get to your first base, build up your army a little bit and head south of your base. You'll come across this little power node here, which is this white light in the middle of a building. It's like a power related thing. So you just need to stand next to it with any infantry and it'll automatically capture it. Excuse me, so we'll just wait for that to capture. And once you capture your first one, it'll make it a lot easier because it'll appear on your map. As you can see there, all of the other power nodes that you need to get. So I don't need to really direct you on where to go. You can follow my guys if you want, but I don't think I'll show much more of that. That one should do, because once you capture all 4 of them, you will get your skull there. Mission 3 Ascension has 2 different skulls that you need to collect. The first of which is that you need to destroy the hidden factory. So when you build your first base, you'll come across building some hornets, which I've already pre-built, as you can see on there. And you will need to go to the secret base, which is in the bottom right hand corner of your map. So this little area that I'm flying over at the moment, if you go there and then you go to the north side of the area, so I'll keep flying down, you'll come across the little base. So there, we're going to start heading towards it now. Up in this corner, I would make about 4 or 5 hornets in total. That should be enough, because there's not very many enemy troops over here, but make sure you have enough firepower to take them out, and you can take out the enemy buildings quickly as well. So we'll do that, start taking out the enemy buildings, and once you've destroyed all 4 buildings, then you'll get the skull there. I'll just do that for you quickly, demonstrating what you need to do. Take that one out as well. Like I say, the more hornets you have, the quicker it will be as well. But you'll want different troops when you need to get to the next area as well, not just hornets. Although hornets are a pretty good troop, do pretty much damage for everything. But there we go, and on to the last one there. So once you've done that, you have to get your next skull, which is destroy the banished base. And this base is located north of your start point here. As you see, you need to head north, go past, I think it's C, the top right, the top one anyway. It's very north of your position here. Gather all of your troops and just head north. And eventually you'll get to this base. I'll show you where it is in a minute. I've already got all of my troops gathered towards it, so yeah, I've already got troops gathered around this little area, and the base is located just north of there. If you follow the path round, it is there. It's not that fortified, so you don't need that many troops, but you're going to use these troops to go to capture the other points as well, so you might as well build a decent sized army in order to do this. So get them all there. Some people say that this area is fortified, but as you'll see on my video here, I didn't find it very fortified. It's just a very, very lightly defended base with 1 turret. Few enemy troops, not intel, sorry. But you take out that base and you get your second skull for this map, and that's nice and easy to do there. You go, that base is destroyed, so you get your skull. Nice and easy. Mission 4, 130. This one you need to get all of your troops and you need to capture every of your troops that have been captured back. So destroy all of the prisons that they're caught in, and then don't let any troop die. So I'm going to show a few clips of me getting all the troops out of the prisons first. So for example, this is the very first one when you first start. There's going to be 4 prisons in total. And you've got to make sure when you get to the very end that none of them die. The easiest way to do this is make sure your difficulty is on normal or the easy, and hide all of your troops at the back except from your Spartan. Spartan can die if it needs to, but it shouldn't really die, to be honest. And get your Spartan to take out everybody. Use your tools and your LT. When you click LT, you get a few tools up. Use them as much as you need to, but mainly your Spartan will be able to do all of the heavy work for you. I mean, it certainly did it for me. I literally, like I say, I'll show you in a second. And when you got here, hit all of my troops behind the base, where the waterfall is, right there. And then your Spartan can do all of the dirty work and taking every single person out. As long as you're on the easy difficulty, it's nice and easy. You can set up your turrets as well, either side, that helps out a little bit as well. But mainly have your Spartan do everything, like I say. Mission 5, the Cartographer. You get this skull by defeating both mini bases on the map. So on here, you're going to get tasked with destroying 2 normal bases. And then if you go to the top of your map when you first spawn, on the right hand side and the left hand side, if you go down them, you'll get to 2 mini bases. You need to destroy the mini bases on, well, both of them, and make sure that it is both of them, not just one, and you'll get your skull for that. So this is demonstrating the one on the right first, what the sort of thing you'll get put up against. If you kind of make a diverse army of different things, anti-vehicle, anti-tank, anti-infantry and anti-air, you'll have something to destroy everything with, and you should be fine. So there we go, and we'll move on to the left hand side as well, taking out the left hand side. Drive round, and it's similar sort of things there. So you start with air infantry, some vehicles, some bits of everything as well, like I say, but they're really easy to take out. And once you take that out, you'll get your skull for mission 5. Nice and easy again. Mission 6, this one you need to release all 10 UNSC prisoners. So again, you've got your little prison dome things that you need to take out. The first of which is right at the start of the mission, on the right hand side, on the side path rather than the main path, as you can see on your map where I am at the moment. That's where your first one is. The other ones are near the end of the map, so it's on the 3rd teleporter you go through. No, sorry, it's the 2nd teleporter you go through. If you follow the map round on your right hand side, which I'll show in a second where I'm at. So there we go, we'll release these ones for the first ones. Then the second ones are located here. If you follow the map round, then you'll go to another enemy mini base sort of thing, and you'll find 2 more trapped troop bases. By this point in the game, the level, you should have a bit of an army built up, so it's nice and easy to drive around and take out all the troops without any problem. Sorry, should be quite easy. So I'll show you where we need to go. It's just down here, just a little bit further.
Our base is under attack.
Okay.
On the move. Leader power ready.
Oh, wait 1 second there. Just round this path, like I say, sorry. A little bit further.
Garage constructed.
And that's where it is there. So take out all of them troops there, and then just take out, this is like the dome's power core sort of thing, and the troops will get released. They don't even have to survive on this mission. Just as long as you release them, the skull for that one is yours. Mission 7, From the Deep. This one you need to complete the whole mission without Spartan Alice being downed. So the simplest and easiest way to do this is just hide Spartan Alice at the bottom of the map. So I'm just going to demonstrate it here now what I did, which is literally just place her, plonk her down the bottom, and hide it away from all of the troops coming, because all the troops come from the north side, from the 3 different beaches, just like a war type scenario. But as long as your Spartan's at the bottom of the map, she'll be perfectly safe and she won't be destroyed. Mission 8, Hold the Line. You do this one by, there's actually 2 skulls for this one actually. The first one is by keeping your barricade intact, and the second one is by keeping your particle cannon above 50% health. So you do this one by putting all your troops in this little chokehold area that I've got highlighted now. all enemy troops need to go past this area, so all your troops will stop them and destroy them before they get anywhere near the barricade. Mission 9, Under the Dark. This one is a bit tricky, this one. So to get this skull, you need to kill all 3 warlords on the map. So your first warlord is located at the very north side of the map. So when you first spawn, just keep going north. You'll be asked to make a little base, and then keep going north after that base. You can make a few troops if you want. Literally as north as you could go from spawn, and the warlord will appear, as you can see, where I'm just about to get to him now. You kill him, and that's the first one done. The second one, which I'll get to in a second, we'll just wait for us to finish this first warlord one. We go, yeah. And the second warlord is located south of when you teleport. So you should have just teleported around about now. And it is in the southwest. When you come out, there's a little enemy base type thing where, well, some enemy things. Destroy them and keep going round towards the left instead of the usual right way. And the warlord will be straight ahead of you once you go down there. Again, I've indicated whilst playing it where you need to go. And the third and final warlord is kind of a story warlord. When you get through the second laser beam, the warlord will appear next to the enemy base. If you just bring all your troops in there as you normally would and fight, you'll just kill the warlord automatically without any sort of effort. You'll just be taken out whilst everything else is being taken out in the middle of the midst of all of the fighting going on. Very easy one there, easy one to get. Mission 10, the Foundry. What you need to do on this one is you need to keep your Scarab to at least 25% health. And you do this by just making sure it's got a lot of support troops with it. You can also get your helicopter that revives all of your troops as they go along. That makes it quite easy to do. Just be very cautious with your Scarab and make sure it retreats if it does look like it's getting battered. But other than that, just play the mission as you need to do, just being cautious and having the recovery units there at the same time as well as having a good support backing as well from other troops as well that take out most things. Mission 11, the Halo. So for this one you need to rescue the Bravo team, which is actually really simple for being the second off last level. You do that by heading north when you first start, and you go to the electric tower, the one where you get all of your facilities. When you go there, you'll get a notification that Bravo team's under attack. It'll show you where Bravo team is. Just go and save them as quick as you can. You'll see their health bar as well, which is how they're doing really. You just need to make sure that you kill. There's 2 enemies on each entrance into Bravo base. Just make sure you take them all out, which will then switch it to become your base, and you also get a skull for it. So it's worth doing. Even if you're not going for skulls, it's worth doing because it then becomes your base and it's pre-made for you. Pretty good, really. And finally you have Mission 12, the Last Stand. So there's 2 skills on this map. The first one is to take out the warlords, and the second one is to make sure that your base has more than 50% health at the end. So the easiest way to take out the warlords is don't even use your troops. Get one of your troops, well I've got a few of them there just to make sure they don't all die. Get a few of your troops to go out towards the warlords, then use all of your support. Especially this one I've just put in there, which sends in the air support. That one does the most damage, but make sure you use all of the air support you've got, all of the support you've got available. Put it all in at once, and it'll kill the warlord for you without even having to do much or risk anything at all, really. So this is the first warlord's location on the right, as you'll see. I'm just plonking everything in there, anything and everything I've got, plonking it in there, and that'll take the warlord out for me in a second. And it hasn't even used any of my resources really, other than the air support. But you don't really need that for the main mission if you spread your troops out evenly enough. But as you see there, the warlord was took out. And this is the second warlord located on the left. It shows you where they are, but I'm just going to demonstrate what I did so you can see again what you have to expect, what you're in contention with in order to defeat these warlords. But I'm going to use exactly the same tactic in a second. I've got a few troops coming over, and as soon as they get into the area to show you what's there, I'm going to use my air support again, prolong it in the middle there, and that's going to take pretty much everything out for me that I need. Anything else, I use the other air support that's available for me to blow it all to smithereens. Easy and simple way to get that skull. Risk free, really, pretty much. You're going to lose 1 or 2 troops, but nothing major, nothing that's going to stop you defeating the mission, which is, like I said before, the second skull, making sure you do the mission and have 50% of the health still available on the main base. I'll start talking about it now. I still haven't shown you the end of killing that warlord. But basically, you just want your troops spread out evenly, so that there's some troops on every. Put most of them in the garrisons. Make sure that you make turrets on everything. I put them all anti-infantry turrets, because they were the most things to come in. But as more and more support comes in, you get each exit entrance becomes more and more OP, and it just gets to the point. And then you get your special troop at the end to kill the scarabs. It's just quite a simple one to do, as long as you spread your troops out like I've done there. You can see I've got pretty much every entrance covered with some good troops. So that's what I've done, and then that got me the last skull, which comes to the end of the video, because that gives you all of the skills that you need. I hope this guide helped out. If it did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.